a chat?
Yeah, we can have a chat here, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
Alright, cool. So all I've done today is make some video footage, and I've stuck to everywhere that I'm allowed, apart from apparently Amazon, where I wasn't allowed to step on their site.
Who's allowed you permission on the site?
No one's allowed me permission. This is all public, bro. Don't treat me like I'm silly. Yeah, I do this a lot.
You just said...
Again, identify for me as well, please.
Before
you do. You do. Okay, what's yours as well, please?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you told me that your body-worn camera's on? No, you haven't. That's part of your policy. You can clearly see that I'm filming, bro.
Okay, and you can clearly see that that's...
No, I can now.
I don't have to notify you.
You do. It's part of your...
You just stated that you have been allowed... No,
I don't have to stop.
I'm trying to ascertain what's
I don't have to... Listen, bro, I don't want to interrupt you, but to be honest, I don't want to speak to you, yeah? I'm going about doing my civil right. I'm allowed to go around and film in public areas.
Been allowed. Who has allowed you?
My rights as a human being in this country.
And they have a right to know who is filming or taking photographic images of the building.
This interaction doesn't start to warm up right away. It explodes. A straightforward, "Can we have a chat?" quickly devolves into a full-fledged conflict between authority and rights. When the police tries to take over and demands authorization, identity, and explanations that the cameraman is not required to give, what should have been a routine exchange takes a turn for the worst. The auditor remains steadfast, self-assured, and utterly unimpressed by the officer's first action. The real spark, however, comes when the cameraman confronts the cop about not declaring his own video. The officer tries to ignore a policy obligation right away. That condescending demeanor sets the tone for everything that comes after.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God! Please, mate. Please don't. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. I literally just on my way to taking someone to professional standards for exactly the same thing. Okay. Trying to trump up charges that aren't there. Yeah, which is no. Listen. No, I'm not saying that you are. You're trying to tell me though.
You're not telling me what has happened. You're just saying you're doing your civil right. Doing what? Taking images.
Filming the building. The building. Amazon, look at this place. It's huge.
I know it's huge, but why? What's the reason why?
Because I like to. I don't have to tell you that.
No, I'm just trying to understand why.
But I know, but I'm going to stick to. I don't have to tell you that. And that's, you can say that being as awkward.
How am I supposed to ascertain what's happening?
You don't have to ascertain anything until I've committed the
broken... I've had an incident that's been called...
Have I committed an illegal offence?
Well, as far as what we've heard on the call is that there's been swearing and shouting, so I need to know who that's been coming from.
Those down there, and the video's got it to prove it.
Right, and can you show me that?
Yes, I can.
Because if you're involved in that and you've been shouting and swearing, that is an offence. That is something I need to ascertain what has happened.
Of course. Hey, you know this camera? You see this camera? It's an independent witness. Yeah, so that's another reason I can film, because when stuff like this happens, yeah, when people try and say stuff happened that didn't happen, we can now go back to this footage and see, can't we?
What we've heard on the call is that there's been lots of shouting and swearing going on.
Right,
so we need to ascertain what that's in relation to. So if people, that's called public order. That is an offence, yeah? And I'm here to try and ascertain what has happened. You're not being very forthright with me, and I understand why, because I don't have to.
Because I don't have to.
No, but I have to ascertain what's happened.
Yeah, but I don't have to still tell you, bro. This is what I'm like, until I commit an offence. Okay. Yeah? And you're saying a public order offence, yeah?
An offence has been committed.
Where is the person that feels harassed, alarmed and distressed? Where are they? Who are they? You have to have a complainant. Where's the complainant?
No, it doesn't.
Where's the complainant?
No, it has to be an assumed person. A person of reasonable firmness. You think you know your legislation, but if you do...
That's all you guys want to deal with is legislation. What about what you swore to when you took up your job? Wasn't that under common law? Most of that's under common law, isn't it?
That wasn't under common law. Yeah.
Right. My granddad, yeah, was a very well-respected inspector in the police force, yeah? Right. I don't care. You guys still swear by it.
Of legislation.
I know that...
swear by common law. There are other pieces of legislation that we swear by.
Okay.
I'm still trying to ascertain what has happened. Now, what I'm saying...
And I've told you, what's happened is I've done some filming and they haven't liked it.
And I'm telling you, we are aware that a public order incident has taken place.
No, how are you then? So who was it by?
So I don't know that. I'm trying to ascertain that from yourself. You are reported to be involved. I've come here. I'm trying to ask you what has happened. Now,
so how do you know that one's taken place?
As the conversation goes on, the officer publicly accuses someone of violating public order, raising the stakes. This charge turns into the focal point of a fierce struggle. The police tries to coerce the auditor into providing information, possibly even an admission, but the videographer won't back down and demands proof, a complaint, or anything else that would support the officer's demands. The actual change occurs when an officer treats an unsubstantiated report as reality and relies only on hearsay or a phone call. As soon as the auditor notices a vulnerability, they press harder and reveal all of the inconsistencies. Who made the complaint? Who suffered harm? The victim is where? If there is no connection between him and the accusation, why is he being questioned?
No, no one at the time. And that you're now lying. You're lying because I was filming at the time when that call apparently would have come through.
You've just said on your
No, yeah, I've caught that I haven't. No, it would have been them because it hasn't come from me. So if there is swearing on this footage, it's going to come from them. It won't be coming from me.
But I don't know that.
Okay.
You're not showing me
and even that,
country.
even this footage now, I don't have to, but I will. I will, just because I can't wait to prove you wrong.
Showing me anything to the contrary.
Okay. Also, I want to know that hang on, before I show you anything.
Public order offence has been committed.
Right.
You can hear it on the phone call. Swearing and stuff is taking place in public. Now you're saying you can prove that it's not you because you have video.
And if it proves that it's them, are you going to go and deal with that?
I'm going to go have a chat with them afterwards.
Straight up, because I'll be following you to make sure that you do follow it up. Because I know how this works. If I'm swearing in here, you're going to deal with that. But if it comes back that they're swearing in it, you won't deal with that. I ain't stupid. This happened to me the other day. This happened to me the other day, bro. Like I say, to be honest, I want to go about my business. Am I detained? Am I detained? Am I detained?
I just need to know what's happening.
Yeah, and I'm asking, am I detained? So I'm free to go. Am I free?
The third-party narrator interrupts abruptly to highlight the true issue. Detention occurs when an officer restricts a man's movement, refuses to let him go, or demands identification. The officer must specify the legal basis for this. It doesn't only appear unprofessional that he didn't. There is a chance that it will tilt into illegal territory. As the officer misinterprets statements, changes accusations, and then abruptly tells the auditor to leave, the situation intensifies. However, that directive is meaningless. The auditor is aware that he has no obligation to move in the absence of a valid order. This is a masterclass in standing firm. Reminding the officer that everyone is entitled to public space, the videographer pushes back with cool defiance. The cop, who is now clearly irritated, gets outwitted by knowledge and confidence rather than aggressiveness. The entire imbalance at the center of the interaction is revealed in this last segment. A common citizen refusing to be intimidated by ambiguity, misuse of authority, and misinterpretation of the law. It brings the entire confrontation to a flawless, potent end and is both tense and revealing.
I have to give it you till an offence has been committed. I do not have to give it you.
Has been committed.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You turning up and saying an offence has been committed doesn't mean one's been
committed.
No,
it hasn't been committed, and you've just confirmed it by saying you've got footage of it on your phone.
Oh wow!
You've literally just confirmed by saying I've got footage of that offence happening, a public order offence.
Okay.
Haven't you? You've just said that.
Okay. I said
so
actually.
Said that.
What I actually meant in that. What I meant in that is the footage here will show that I didn't at any point swear. The guy started going crazy at me, and I did actually say to him, bro, what you're doing now is a public order offence.
So potentially
that's what I said to him. So you probably heard me say that on the call.
I need your details if you are the victim of the public order offence.
Public order offence? You think I'm going to have somebody in trouble for a public order offence? Come on, mate.
Can I just ask, the details of security guard that came down from Amazon? Did you manage to get his name or anything?
No, only his identity, yeah.
The issue becomes when you trespass, obviously that's a civil issue.
Of course.
And even more so if you're trying to get into buildings.
Of course.
So we just want to make sure that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen, and we spoke to this chap here, fantastic, Nathan, innit? Nathan here.
Yeah.
Hey, promotion for you, buddy. I will, I'll email him and say. I'll email him and say.
You're, in agreement that we're not going to be going on anyone else's land.
No. But I haven't, like I say, this guy seems to think he's going to, I don't know. You're not having my details. You're not having them. You might be able to take my mates.
Go over there and speak to them and take.
Don't. I've just told you I don't want you to.
Right, fine.
Free to go. I'm free to stay. So I won't be going nowhere, sir. So stop, trying to talk down to me.
Stand here pointing that in my face.
Well, then disappear. You're the one that's approached me today, not the other way round. I don't have to. I don't have to. It's a public place, and it's up to you to make privacy in a public place. So if you'd like to make privacy, then I suggest you maybe get in your two shiny cars with flashy lights, right?